What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the very... What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the very first Disney Dining at Home, where we make Disney delectables that you can have in the theme parks and the resorts at home. So welcome to El Rippy Kitchen. Hey. I'm just trying to make something up. But we're going to have a ton of fun today. We're going to be making the Canadian cheddar cheese soup from the Chef Mickey Treasures from the Vault. Oh yeah, Treasures from the Vault. Treasures from the Vault and delicious new favorites. I don't remember when we got this, but we got it a while ago.
It's been a while.
And some great recipes. We thought that since Disney is closed for the unforeseen future, and we can't really get out and do any new dining reviews, we thought we'd bring a little Disney to your home, just like we've done with Copycat Cocktails. Shameless plug. I'm going to be doing all the cooking because Taylor said she can't cook.
And I love that he says that I say I can't cook. He knows I can't cook.
Well, she said it, not me.
So I'm going to be doing all the video today, and Josh is going to be cooking, and then I'll come back and taste test.
Yeah. So we're going to have a ton of fun. Let's get started. So here is everything that we are going to need for the Canadian cheddar cheese soup. 1 cutting board, bacon, celery, green onions or scallions, butter, 1 whole pound of cheese, medium-sized red onion, flour, but not in a bag, Worcestershire sauce, milk. I'm going to actually use heavy cream. I think it'll help to make the soup a little bit creamier. Tabasco sauce and chicken stock. And of course, we're always going to need some salt and pepper to season for tasting. I almost forgot. You need a pale ale and just 1 can of beer will do. Now, along with all of our ingredients, including the cutting board, you're also going to need a knife, and a pot. I've got a 4-quart pot right here, which I'm going to put everything in and get started. But first, I think something that's really important to also have are some dishes. These are all Pyrex dishes, they're glass. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to prep everything first. So then that way, I'm ready to go as the recipe calls for it. So I can throw my bacon in, I can get that stirred up, and then when I'm ready to throw my milk in or the celery or whatever, it's all there and ready to go, and I'm not trying to do multiple things at once. All right, so we're going to be starting off with slicing up our bacon. It calls for a 1/2 pound of bacon. Now, it really doesn't matter what kind of bacon that you get. I got Smithfield because, well, it was buy one, get one at Publix. Now, something to note about this bacon, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you cut your bacon very, very small like. So I'm really going to try and get in there and slice it as small as I can. Now, if you don't actually have a scale to weigh what your bacon is, a good thing to do is, since it's only calling for a 1/2 pound and you've got a whole pound, you just kind of cut about halfway across. I'd go a little bit over because, hey, who doesn't like a little more bacon? And that's probably a pretty good place to stop. I usually just take the leftover bacon that we have and put it into a baggie and throw it in the fridge. So once we've got that, this is a perfect time to use one of your dishes and get all of that bacon in there and set it aside so that it is ready to go. Next is our medium red onion, which we're going to try and cut down into 1/4 inch size pieces. I'm not crying. Oh my God. Whoa. It is
Strong?
it's rich. Next, we're going to cut up our celery ribs. We need 3 ribs. Now, I've asked myself this question, well, what is technically a celery rib, and how big is a celery rib? I don't really know. So I basically bought these pre-cut at Walmart or Publix or something. And so I'm just going to dice them down a little bit more. We're going to cut these into about 1/4 inch pieces again. Now we have one of the easiest things to prep, the butter, which you're going to need 4 tablespoons of, and just a quick slice, and then you set it aside. Next, we're going to need to get a measurement of flour. We're going to need about 1 cupful of flour. It doesn't necessarily have to be super exact, but I'm just going to try and get it into this little Pyrex dish. There we go. Now we're gonna measure out the chicken stock. You need 3 cups. I'm just gonna do 2 cups for right now, just so that it's partially ready to go. And this is a 2-cup measure, so I can fill it clear to the top. And then I'll get the last cup later on. All right, now the next thing that we're gonna prep is the cheese. Now, it does say to have this grated, so you can buy whole, like white cheddar cheese grated. Or if you have a grater, you can grate it at home. And we do have one, but I bet a lot of people might not have one. So what you can do instead is just cut the cheese up into very small pieces and then set it aside. All right, here we go. So this starts the best part. So we're gonna get the pot heated up here. We're gonna do it over a medium-high heat, and then we're gonna add the bacon. All right, so here we go. Step number 1, we're gonna cook the bacon, stirring over medium-high heat for about 5 minutes or until lightly browned in a 4 to 5 quart Dutch oven. Next, we're gonna add the red onion, celery, and butter. Cook, stirring until the onion has softened, about 5 minutes. Next, we're gonna reduce the heat to medium. Add the flour and cook, stirring constantly for about 4 minutes. And then we're going to whisk in the chicken stock and bring to a boil for 1 minute. Reduce the heat to simmer and cook for about 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. Add the milk and continue to simmer for another 15 minutes. Do not boil after you add the milk. It might be bad. Remove the heat and stir in the cheese, Tabasco sauce, Worcestershire sauce, salt, and pepper until the cheese is melted and the soup is smooth. And lastly, we're going to stir in our pale ale that we almost forgot. And if the soup is too thick, you can add some more milk to lessen it up. Alrighty, well, that is our soup. It's a little bit thicker than what it normally is. I think maybe I used a little too much flour.
It doesn't necessarily have to be super exact.
But that's okay. We're going to try it. Once I find a suitable spoon to use. Alrighty, here we go. Smells good. It is, it's pretty good. And, as always, don't forget your pretzel bread. I'm not gonna, let me know down in the comments below if you guys are interested in trying this or making it at home. If you do, don't forget to tag us and post your pictures on Instagram or on Facebook or something like that. And let us see your little at-home copycat concoctions of food instead of drinks. See you guys in the next one.